AI image generation has reached new levels, but do you know how to leverage it for your brand? With Nano Banana, you can create mockups of your product, unlock product photos that fit your branding, create alternative camera angles for the scene you set, display different emotions, and add or remove characters for your images. And most importantly, you can maintain character and style consistency across it all. The best part of it is that you actually can do all of this for free. And I'm going to show you exactly how right now. There are two main ways in which you can access it for free. The first one is by going to your Google account. This is either the Google AI Studio or Gemini. Here you can access Nano Banana and produce as many images as you want for free. The small problem, however, is that you will hit your usage limits early and you will get this message. And so you either have to wait to use it again or you have to upgrade to a paid plan. And that's not ideal. One thing that's really good about using this model on Gemini, however, is the fact that it saves context. So for example, if you have this image right here and you say, show me this image sideways, it will automatically produce this without you having to actually specify which image you're referring to or having to re-upload it again. One caveat of using the Google AI Studio for free is that you will be left with a watermark just like this one on all of your images. So be aware of that if you want to use it for commercial purposes. But there's a second way in which you can use Nano Banana completely for free with no limits at all. And this involves going to a different website. This website is called lmarena.ai. In this website, you will also hit limits of usage. However, a quick way to go around it is to open an incognito mode website browser. And by doing this, you'll be able to continuously go again and again and again without ever hitting a paywall. So you're gonna go to the website right here, to the top of the page where it says battle, click on the drop down and select direct chat. Then you go here to the bottom of the prompting box and you're gonna click on image. And this automatically selects Gemini 2.5 Flash Image Preview, which is Nano Banana. Then you can come here and start prompting your images. It's important to notice, however, that in this website, context is not saved, which means if you want to edit a picture, you can't just continuously talk to the model, you have to re-upload the picture over and over again. It is, however, fully 100% free and works just as well as the one on Gemini. I've been playing around with this model for about 10 days and of course I'm super mature, so I produced a picture of myself wearing a t-shirt that says my name, and then I created a picture of a dinosaur resting by the beach, and here I am chilling with a dinosaur. But this is probably not the most productive use of this model. So right now, I'm gonna share 10 use cases you can use to supercharge your brand with Nano Banana. Let's get into it. Number one, product prototype. Think about the product that you want to sell to your customers. Maybe you're not even quite sure of what it should look like. Here, you can create different prototypes of what that product can look like in different colors, in different shapes, and even change around the design here and there. I decided to create this jacket for selling with NAS, and it looks quite cool. I'm pretty happy with it. And this actually takes me to use case number two. Once you have your core prototype, you can start experimenting with different colors. Of course, you're always gonna have your favorite, but in a click of a button, being able to see what that product looks like in different colors is absolutely game-changing. I tried building this jacket with red, blue, white, a floral pattern, and even a Louis V inspired design. Now, of course, I'm never gonna build this or use it for that matter, and arguably it's a little bit tacky, but hey, you can do this, which is quite cool. Use case number three, get your product to be used by people. See what it actually looks like when someone wears it. And that's exactly what I did right here. I simply uploaded a picture of my jacket and a picture of myself because I wanted to see what it looked like from the back. And the model's gonna take about 10 seconds to think and to produce an image that looks like this. Pretty cool. I'm able to at least have an idea of what to expect when someone wears the product. And I can do this exact same thing across different colors. Use case number four, experiment with brand ambassadors. You may be thinking about perhaps doing a collaboration with someone who is going to wear your product and display it and essentially be an affiliate or a brand ambassador or whatever it is. You may want to see what that product looks like on that person, and you can use this model for it. I created this amazing Nano Banana yellow t-shirt right here, and as you can see, Cristiano Ronaldo was kind enough to want to wear it, and I even made him look like he was happy. You can do the same with different models, as you can see right here. But of course, bear in mind, you shouldn't be using famous people for commercial purposes. they probably have teams of lawyers and they won't allow you to do that. But if you agree with a micro influencer who's based halfway across the world, you don't really want to ship the product, you can just use this to build the campaign that you're working on together. When you're working with brand ambassadors, you can do something that's pretty cool because you can change their facial expression, for example, like this. Or you can change the location in which they're at. You can even change the rest of the outfit they're wearing so that it matches the color of your brand. But this takes me to use case number 5. Different backgrounds and settings for your photo shoot. So right here, I have a picture of Kendall Jenner wearing my beautifully designed yellow Nano Banana t-shirt. And I'm gonna say, can you make it look like she's walking in the middle of a busy street in New York? And the model's gonna say, are you sure? And I'm gonna say, yes, I'm sure. And it's gonna give me right this one, which is not that bad. I mean, arguably you can see this is AI produced, but it's a great starting point. From here, I'm gonna say, can you actually change the color of her trousers to yellow? And boom, it gives me that. Similarly, I'm gonna take this picture right here and say, can you look like he's walking in a runway? And just like that, boom, done. So there's so much you can do with manipulating backgrounds and scenarios and settings that highlight the way your product looks either on a person or by itself. Use case number 6, and this is actually one of my favorites. Being able to see different angles of the picture while maintaining the integrity of the whole scenario. So right here, I'm gonna go to Gemini. I'm gonna upload this picture we just looked at, and I'm gonna say, can you show me the side angle of this model in the picture? And Gemini is gonna think and it's gonna produce this. You can see that looks like the same person. It just gives me a very realistic image of what it could actually look like from the side. And when you have a product that you want to display different sides of, this can be super helpful. I also did the same with a picture of me. Me wearing this t-shirt and then me sideways. Of course, I don't look as good as an actual model, but hey, just to prove that it works with pretty much every picture. I even did the exact same thing with a setting. You can see here an office, my virtual office, let's say. I just prompted the model to give me a different angle of it. You can see that it's the exact same room. None of it is real, but it's the exact same. And the model understands the context and is able to create upon what already exists, which is awesome. Use case number 7, it's the ability to add or remove elements from your picture. In this case right here, I created this AI generated image of a DJ promoting a product that's right in front of him. And you can see here 4 people around. So I'm gonna say, can you remove the people around the DJ? And the model in a few seconds is gonna give me this response. So as you can see, the exact same picture, just without the 4 people. And in the same way that I removed people from the picture, I could easily add either people, a product, or remove a product that perhaps is not something that your brand wants to associate with, and so on. Use case number 8 is marketing materials. It's billboards, it's Instagram posts, it's anything and everything that requires creating a visual element. So I'm gonna go right here and I'm gonna upload a picture of Cristiano Ronaldo wearing my beautifully designed yellow Nano Banana t-shirt, and I'm gonna say, I want you to show me a billboard in the streets of London with the guy in the image holding a yellow energy drink, my newly launched fictional yellow energy drink. And of course I misspelled London here, but hopefully the model will still understand. And yes, here you go. That seems like London to me. That seems like a poster to me. It's not the real deal. It's not in real life, but it's good enough for LinkedIn. Similarly to that, I took this image and I said, create promotional content in Times Square, New York. And boom. Here you go. It also seems pretty realistic, and you can see the images right here. I mean, you don't have to do these locations like that, but you will definitely want to tap into the element of creativity when it comes to creating marketing materials in general for whatever social media it may be. Use case number 9, animate your brand. Sometimes you really have to have some fun with it. And with so many trends going on, sometimes you want to be able to pick up on your brand and in a quick 10 seconds create a visual animated element to it. Like for example, I took my picture right here and I asked the model to make me look like I was a Simpsons character. And boom, here you go. Similarly, I took this picture of Ronaldo and I said, make it look like a Naruto character. For the nerds out here, I know you'll appreciate this one. And yeah, here you go. Actually pretty realistic. Of course, sometimes the way you prompt it can lead to some failures. Like for example, I took this picture and I said, make it look like an animated version of Frozen. and he gave me this. So this is literally the main character, if I'm not mistaken. So that's not quite what I was looking for, but hey, this is a use case that can be super helpful, especially if you want to bring that element of joy into your brand and be a little bit more fun with it. And now finally, use case number 10, context creation for your brand. If you've grown a brand before, you will know how important the background is for your product. You will want to make sure there's some sort of color alignment, but also element alignment. And so what I did here was I used this prompt to create a minimalist studio with a luxury look. But instead of using the normal feature of LM Arena, I went to the top and I selected in the dropdown side by side. And this allows me to compare two different models. And I'm going to show you the results of both of them right here. As you can see here on the left hand side, you have the Google model, and on the right hand side, you have a different model. And I have to say that the left one, the Nano Banana one, produced something that's much better when it comes to what I envisioned when I wrote this prompt. But really the most important thing here is you being able to use this as a backdrop for your product's photo shoot or placement. In this case, I added the picture of the Nano Banana t-shirt. It didn't look good because I didn't prompt it well enough. But one thing that I like is, even though it's on the wall like this, the light is actually correct, the light with the shade and everything, which I liked quite a lot. I then tried to add myself looking like James Bond holding a yellow can. Doesn't look super realistic, but with the right tweaking, this can actually be really nice. I also tried building a different type of background with an urban lifestyle sort of feel, a London alleyway that's a bit more street, and I got this result right here, which I also liked. It did come with a model on it, but with a simple tweak, I was able to remove the model from it. And now I have yet another backdrop that I can use for my photo shoot. So this was a very quick snapshot of 10 different use cases which you can use to supercharge your brand with Nano Banana. There are so many more different ways in which you can use this model, but hopefully in this video you will have learned a few of the ways in which you can use it yourself. If you like this type of content, make sure to hit a like in this video, comment down below what your thoughts are, what different ways you're thinking about using this model with, and definitely make sure to subscribe to this channel because I'm gonna have a lot more interesting content coming soon for AI, sales, automations, and e-commerce. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.